Hey guys, I know it's been forever since I've made a video. Um, well, hasn't really been that long, but still, it's been a really long time in my mind. So I decided to make a video. Um, but the reason I've been gone is because I have been so busy. This is the busiest year of my entire life. So it's like even after the wedding and all that, it's just been absolutely crazy. Like I've been traveling so much. In December, like the middle of December, it was like a week and a half before Christmas. Um, we went to Minneapolis, Minnesota to look for houses because we're moving there. And I'm actually really excited because I don't know, I feel more comfortable in the Midwest, especially up north, just because, I was raised in Michigan, and Minnesota is like only separated from Michigan by Wisconsin. So, the culture is kind of the same, and the people are the same, and we talk the same, and, have the same kind of upbringing. So I just feel more comfortable there. And the weather, I like a lot better, obviously. In New Jersey, it's been so weird. It's been like snowing and sleeting and hailing and raining all literally in the same day. And then other days, like today, it's really, really sunny. It's just weird. And when we were in Minnesota, it had just had a blizzard and it was like 4 degrees. And some people might not like that, but I really did. And we went to the Mall of America, and wow, it is. We only went to like a fourth of the Mall of America. We stayed in literally the same section, and it was still like we couldn't see everything. So it was really cool. um, then we came home after about 6 days there. And then where did we go? Oh yeah, and then like 2 days later, I went to Detroit, Michigan, because my dad's side of the family's Christmas, our family Christmas. And I was there the weekend before Christmas, from Friday to Monday morning. So I left on Christmas Eve. Then I came back here, and we had Christmas, and it was awesome, and I love my presents. I'm so happy. And so now, in a couple of days, we're going to go to Florida for my mom's work conference that they have every year. It's in Florida. So we're going to go to that for about a week, or maybe a little over a week, because my mom wants to take some vacation days before the conference so that we can kind of just go to Florida and chill out. And then we get back, and then right after, near the end of January, we move officially to Minnesota. So that's why I haven't been making videos. It's been insane. But yeah, with that out of the way, I kind of wanted to make a New Year's resolutions video. I have never, made New Year's resolutions before. I'm not really sure why, but no one in my family really does that, so I wasn't really brought up with the whole New Year's resolution thing. And besides the fact that I don't really celebrate New Year's, which is weird, because in America, it's such a big deal. Like, you watch the New Year's Rockin' Eve, and then you watch the ball drop, and, have party and everything. And I've just never really been into it. I find New Year's really depressing, actually. I'm just like, oh my god, another year. But I'm starting to get over that a little bit, so that's good. But I wanted to make some resolutions this year, because with the move to Minnesota, as soon as I found out we were doing that, I was just like, I have a feeling that this is going to be a really big turning point in my life. I'm not sure why, but I just got that feeling. And so I'm like, I can't wasted. Like, I've wasted all my other opportunities to change not only my life, but myself and my relationships with people. So I'm deciding to kind of take hold of this opportunity and, like, gonna, like, change things for the good. So I've decided to make some resolutions. I haven't written them down, so if I'm, like, sitting here trying to think, that's what I'm doing. My first one, I wish I could say that I'm gonna stop smoking, but I know that that's not gonna happen. I enjoy smoking a lot, and I do realize that it's very bad for me. I got it, but I just enjoy it. And obviously nicotine, you know, it helps with anxiety problems, and it just makes me feel a lot calmer. But when I was in Minnesota, I finally tried those electronic cigarettes. The bartender that, well, one of the bartenders that we kind of, you know, became friends, I had run out of cigars, and he's like, oh, you can use my electronic cigarette. And so I used it, and oh my god, it's so cool, and I love it. And my mom's like, oh my god, we're getting you one of those because, you know, if you're not going to stop smoking completely, at least do it in a less harmful way. So I'm going to get one of those, and I'm going to completely stop, like, actual smoking, like, with smoke, because with electronic cigarettes, it's just, like, water vapor. So it's not actually smoke, and so it's, I mean, nicotine's not healthy for you, but electronic cigarettes are hell of a lot more healthy for you than regular ones. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm not gonna smoke anymore. I've decided to not completely abstain from alcohol because, I mean, who doesn't like to drink? It's just like, you know? And so I'm only gonna do it in, like, social situations or, like, special occasions and things like that, because I actually do have a big problem with drinking, and so I'm like, I need to stop that. It's really bad for me. So I've decided to do that. I've decided to start working out, I guess, like, getting healthier. I mean, it's not so that I can get, like, skinny or anything, because I already am skinny, but it's actually to do the opposite, to get bigger. And I'm not going to make myself overweight or anything, but I do have a couple of medical conditions that affect my muscles and my joints and things like that. And my whole life I've had, like, really, really extremely weak hips and knees, and this has progressed into arthritis. And the muscles in that, like, those areas of my body are, like, non-existent. So if I walk too much, I'm in a lot of pain, and I have to sit down. So I've decided to start doing exercises to strengthen, you know, the lower half of my body to kind of make myself healthier. And honestly, part of it is also vanity, because I do care a lot about my appearance, and I'm very specific on how I want to look like. And it's not because I'm insecure in my body. Like, I've accepted that this is my body, and that's just how it is. But it's like, if you can change your body in a non-invasive way, as in without surgery or anything, then why not do it if you want to? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. So I do want to do that because I feel like, I don't know, I have a weird lower body. It's very strange. I have very skinny chicken legs. And, like, I have big hips, but there's no fat on them, so they just kind of look like bones. And it's really weird and gross, and I don't like it. So I'm gonna change that. Another thing is I want to get more sun, like time in the sun, this year. Not only because now I tan, and I know that I used to be so against tanning, but I don't know, I am starting to enjoy it now. I think it's hormones. My hormones are weird. They're just always making me do crazy things. And so I want to get more time in the sun, but also because it's very healthy for you. I mean, obviously you shouldn't like lay out unprotected for like 5 hours, but they do say that about 15 to 20 minutes of being in the sun without any sort of SPF on you is actually really good for you because it boosts your vitamin D levels, which you need, obviously. So I've decided to do that because after I started tanning, I felt a lot happier and like healthier because since I do have depression, like the sun kind of boosts my endorphins and makes me have a feeling of being happier. I don't know. And so, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And it also helps with acne, believe it or not. Tanning does. Like, it's really weird. I have psoriasis, so I have really dry skin. But I sweat a lot. So the dry skin, combined with, sweating profusely, which sounds really gross, but I do, makes me break out. I mean, I'm lucky that I don't have a huge problem with that, but it still does. Like, it'll just happen. Like, you can see some spots on my forehead. And so after I started tanning, it seriously, like, I didn't break out at all, and my skin looked so much better and more even. And so, yeah, more sun time because it has so many more benefits. What else? Oh, and I am also going to obviously get my GED because I never graduated high school, and so I need my GED, and I really want it, but I've always been putting it off, like, I don't know, once I get that, then I have to go to college, and blah, 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 blah. And it's not that I don't want to do these things, it's just that it's really, really scary, becoming an adult, full-fledged adult. And this September, I'm going to be 21, so that's, like, a milestone. It's like, after 21, you are an adult. And that's just how it is. And so I want to start acting like one. Not completely, obviously. I'm not going to, I don't know, but I'm still going to be me, but I'm just going to take on more responsibilities. So I want to get my GED, and I want to apply to the University of Minnesota. So I'm going to do that this year. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to let myself not do that. And another thing is I'm going to work on my, I don't know, I guess romantic life, because it's been a really long time since I've dated anybody. And I think it's time now. I'm in a better place. I'm not having issues with extreme depression or extreme anxiety anymore. I still have issues, but I'm better able to control them, and I guess it might be just because I'm getting older and my brain is maturing more. And so I've gotten out of that tumultuous, chaotic part of my life, and I'm starting new. And so I want to kind of expand that into my relationships with people, not only my romantic ones, but also just my friends and things like that. But I did meet a guy in Minnesota, and you know that song "Call Me Maybe"? It was literally, you look at the lyrics of that song, and that was literally like that situation. It's really weird. And so we've texted, and we're both really excited for when I move to Minnesota, and we can like go and hang out and everything. And then I'm also kind of, me and this guy who have kind of been a thing for a long time, ever since we've, like, elementary school, basically. And we're best friends. But we've kind of, our feelings for each other have kind of started rekindling a bit. Like, we started talking more, and he's starting to he's like, I think if we saw each other like we used to every day, then, like, I could really, be serious with you. And I'm like, I feel the same way. But obviously we live so far apart that it's really hard to do that. So I'm excited. I mean, Minnesota's not close to Michigan, but it's a hell of a lot closer than New Jersey is. And so we're going to try and make that work. So even if that doesn't work out, then that's fine. We're still going to be best friends. I mean, we've been in a relationship before and broken up, and we're still best friends. So that's good. So I'm kind of like getting the ball rolling. It's a very exciting year for me. I've read my horoscope, and things are going to happen, and I'm going to make sure that they happen, and that's why I have made these resolutions, so I don't let this big change in my life go to waste, and that I take full advantage of it and actually make things happen. So yeah, I guess that's it. Gave you an update, my New Year's resolutions. I don't know if I'll make another video today. Oh, and that's another one. I want to make more videos this year because I go through these periods where I make a lot and I'm really good about it, and then I go through periods where I'm like, I don't make any, like right now. So I want to kind of be more consistent about that. So, yeah, I guess that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!